हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। तो ये चैनल ये आज जो मैं नोट्स प्रोवाइड करा रही हूँ वो है इग्नू के BHIC 101 के नोट्स प्रोवाइड करा रही हूँ। हम इसमें मेरे इस चैनल पे आपको नोट्स मिलेंगे, इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे। अगर आपको उन इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन के आंसर तो वैसे नोट्स में अवेलेबल होंगे ही होंगे। अगर आपको अलग से भी उसके आंसर चाहिए हो तो आप मुझे मतलब कमेंट सेक्शन पे लिख के भेज दीजिएगा, तो मैं अलग से भी आंसर्स उनके आपको प्रोवाइड करा दूँगी। ठीक है। वैसे मेरा एक और चैनल है इग्नू का, आप लोगों को कुछ लोगों को पता भी होगा, लेकिन उसमें मैं एक्चुअली अब लाइब्रेरी साइंस का डाल रही हूँ क्योंकि मैं खुद भी लाइब्रेरी साइंस का कोर्स कर रही हूँ। तो उसमें मैं बाकी सब्जेक्ट्स नहीं डाल पाती थी, जैसे मैं पहले हिस्ट्री, पॉलिटिकल साइंस वगैरह के डाल लेती थी। तो इसलिए मैंने अलग से चैनल खोला है ताकि आप लोगों को दिक्कत ना हो। इस चैनल पे वीडियोस भी रेगुलर आया करेंगे। कभी कभार ऐसा हो सकता है कि थोड़ा गैप हो जाए, लेकिन मेरी कोशिश रहेगी रेगुलर आए। तो हम आज BHIC 101 का जो फर्स्ट चैप्टर है, जोग्राफिकल रीजन्स एंड सोर्सेस, उस पर वीडियो बना रही हूँ। ये वीडियोस 3 पार्ट्स में आएंगे। आज इसका ये पार्ट 1 है। ये मैंने इसके नोट्स बनाए हैं, ठीक है, क्योंकि बुक में आप देख सकते हो काफ़ी कुछ डिटेल में दे रखा है। मैंने नोट्स में उसको शॉर्ट करने की कोशिश की हुई है, ठीक है। तो सबसे पहले हम इंट्रोडक्शन से स्टार्ट करते हैं। हिस्ट्री विदाउट ज्योग्राफी इज partial and does not fulfill its vital substance. The focus of history is from the concept of space. Therefore, history is taken as both the history of humankind and the history of environment. The history of humans and that of the environment are related to each other. The Indian subcontinent is diverse, which ranges from the desert to regions of high rainfall and from vast alluvial plain to high mountain and rocky tableland. Environmentally, environment refers to the physical surrounding and conditions, especially as affecting people lives. The human evolution is based on the conditions like soil, rainfall, vegetation, climate and environment. फिर बात करेंगे हम geographical regions की. There are 3 basic physiographic divisions as follow: Himalayan upland, Indo-Gangetic plain, peninsular India. The youngest full mountain on the earth are the Himalaya. We get huge quantity of alluvium into the plain from these mountains owing to weathering and erosion. Also, the snow from the Himalayas serve the three great river systems Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra, which tend to flow perennially. The central India separate the northern plain and peninsular India extending from Gujarat to western Odisha over a stretch of 1600 km, and the Aravalli hills in Rajasthan separate the Indus plain from the peninsula. The intermediate zone consists of the Vindhyan and Satpura ranges and the Chota Nagpur plateau, covering portions of Jharkhand, Odisha, West Bengal, Bihar and Chhattisgarh. The peninsular India is on the southern edge of the intermediate zone. The alluvial plains are produced by Mahanandi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri and have helped in the creation of nuclear areas in the plain and delta, enabling the sustenance of cultural growth through the ancient, medieval and modern period. The Deccan Plateau extends from the Vindhyas in the north to the southern limits of Karnataka. The black soil in Maharashtra and in the adjoining part of central India is rich in nature as it retains moisture and is considered to be self-plowing. फिर बात करेंगे हम स्पेसिफिक मेजर जोग्राफिकल यूनिट्स की. We will now focus on the specific major geographical units which conform to linguistic division and look into their traits from a historical perspective. The Himalaya and the Western Frontier. The 3 units in which Himalayas can be divided are Eastern, Western, and Central. The eastern mountains stretch from the east of the Brahmaputra in the north-south, extending from Assam to South China. The central Himalayan region stretches from Bhutan to Chitral, lies at the fringe of the Great Tableland of Tibet. The towns like Kabul and Kandahar are situated on trade routes between Iran and India, and the great routes of connecting the Indian plains with Iran and Central Asia through Afghanistan run through the Gomal, Bolan and Khyber passes. फिर बात करेंगे हम इंडस प्लेन की. The Indus Plain can be divided into two regions, Punjab and Sindh. Punjab is the land of five rivers which are Ravi, Bias, Chenab, Jhelum and the Satluj. Punjab is famous as the meeting place and the meeting pot of culture. The lower Indus Valley and the delta consist of Sindh. The major cities Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are located in the Punjab and Sindh respectively. फिर बात करेंगे हम गैंगटक नॉर्दर्न इंडिया की. There are three subregions of the Ganga: upper, middle and lower. The upper plains in western and central Uttar Pradesh consist of Dwaip, which has been an area of conflict and cultural synthesis. At the terminal point of the Dwaip is Prayagraj. The middle Ganga plains correspond to eastern Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. The upper and middle Ganga plain consist of the Himalaya on the north and the central Indian hills on the south. The Ganga plain have reared a greater number of settlements and have supported a higher population density than other similar region. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट है ईस्टर्न, वेस्टर्न एंड सेंट्रल इंडिया. Central India is a different region and has no central focal point. The southeastern part of the state to the east of the Aravalli is part of a sub-region called Malwa. The present-day states of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh constitute the central India. Gujarat lies on the western fringe of the central Indian belt and consists of three natural divisions: Saurashtra, Anarth, which is in north of Gujarat, and Lata, which is in south Gujarat. Kathiawar is the central peninsula of Gujarat. The low-lying run of Kutch is another feature which during the monsoon turns into a swamp. The coastal plain of Odisha lies to the southwest of the delta of the Ganga at the eastern end of the hills of central India. फिर बात करेंगे हम पेनिनसुलर इंडिया की. द पेनिनसुलर इंडिया कॉन्स्टिट्यूट द डेक्कन प्लेटू and the surrounding coastal plain. The plateau is split into four major regions which correspond to the states of Maharashtra, Andhra, Telangana and Karnataka. Next is the extreme south. Tamil Nadu constitutes the wide eastern coastal plain in the south and its adjoining hinterland. The epicenter is the Kaveri Plain and its delta. The western coastal plain stretches in the extreme south and correspond to the region known as Malabar or the present state of Kerala. There are many crops and spices have been traded with the west since the post-Mauryan time. Kerala has been open to the sea, and interestingly, first the Christian and then the Muslim influence here came by sea. फिर बात करेंगे हम uneven patterns of the emergence of historical region. The process of emergence of the historical region has been uneven, which was greatly influenced by geography. This uneven development of regions can be illustrated through interesting historical situation. In the second half of the third millennium before Common Era, one witnessed the Mesolithic culture in Gujarat, and at the same time Neolithic cattle keepers were traversing the landscape of the Deccan. The striking part is the mature, advanced Harappan civilization coexisted with these culture and region at different levels of growth. The Gangtok North attracted settlements early on. The vast areas of intermediate zone or forested hills of central India were never thoroughly colonized, and therefore they continue to provide shelter and isolation to tribes at different stages of primitive economy. फिर टॉपिक है आपका द नेचर ऑफ रीजन. Another way in which the regions can be classified is to understand them in terms of areas of perennial nuclear region, areas of relative isolation, and areas of isolation. The perennial nuclear region consists of the major river valley like Ganga, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri, which have fascinated the human settlement. These areas are in demand because of the availability of resources and the convergence of trade and communication routes, and have came out as important centers of power. The areas of relative isolation in central India, such as the country of Bhils, Bastar, and the Rajmahal Hills, in terms of structure of settlement, agrarian history, social organization, and state system, are different from the nuclear region. The first urban civilization, Harappan civilization of the Indian subcontinent, developed in a very wide region of the northwest. There is much archaeological evidence which tells us about the extensive use of the plough during this time. There was a beginning of rainy season crops like rice and pulses to the winter crops of wheat, barley, lentils of West Asian origin. Many towns were established where the surplus served to promote further processing and exchange of material, as well as trade and artisanal activity. Some of the reasons of the collapse of the Indus civilization include the drying up of the Saraswati River, flooding of the Indus, climatic changes evident from paleobotany, salination of agricultural soil due to irrigation, and overutilization of the natural resources, leading to depletion of the natural vegetation cover. One more reason given by the scholar is the ecological imbalances caused by wearing out of the landscape by continuous human and animal use over a long period of time. The Harappan moved out of the core region to areas offering better subsistence possibility. एक्चुअली ये चैप्टर बड़ा है, इस वजह से चैप्टर आप लोगों का 3 पार्ट्स में आएगा. आज इसका ये पार्ट 1 था जिस पे मैंने नोट्स प्रोवाइड कराए हैं. जिस टाइप के क्वेश्चन इस चैप्टर से पूछे जाते हैं वो भी मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगी. तो अगर आपको मेरा ये चैनल अच्छा लगा हो, वीडियो पसंद आई हो, नोट्स अगर आपके लिए मेन इम्पॉर्टेंट है, काम आ रहे हैं, तो प्लीज़ चैनल को लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, बेल आइकन को दबाइए ताकि लेटेस्ट नोटिफिकेशन आप लोगों तक पहुंच जाए. और जो बच्चे मेरे उस चैनल को अनसब्सक्राइब कर रहे हैं, कोई बात नहीं, आप कर लीजिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. जाहिर सी बात है, लाइब्रेरी साइंस जब आप लोग का सब्जेक्ट नहीं है तो आप लोग क्यों उसको सब्सक्राइब करोगे. लेकिन वहाँ पे मैं वैकेंसी डालती हूँ लेटेस्ट, और अभी तो मैं लाइब्रेरियन से रिलेटेड डाल रही हूँ. लेकिन आने वाले टाइम में जो बच्चे जिन्होंने पॉलिटिकल साइंस में ग्रेजुएशन की है या पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन की है, उनके लिए भी मैं टीचिंग पोस्ट से रिलेटेड या फिर कोई भी पोस्ट से रिलेटेड जो हूँ वैकेंसी वहाँ पे भी डाला करूँगी. तो आप लोग देख लीजिए, या अगर आप लोग चाहते हैं कि इस चैनल पे मैं डालूँ तो फिर आप लोग मुझे कमेंट में ज़रूर लिख के भेजिएगा. आज के लिए बस इतना ही था. थैंक यू वेरी मच. हैव अ गुड डे, हैव अ गुड नाइट.